Hi guys, this is Alex, and welcome back to the Ur-Quan Masters. Okay, so we are headed to Beetlejuice. There we go. That's where we want to go. Because there's some people, some aliens here that we need to meet that we haven't met yet. And I think we should be able to communicate with them. I think. I don't know. We'll soon find out once we get there. Alright. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they got that. They got one of those slave shield things. But I think we should be able to... if I am correct. Let's see. Nope. Okay. That is not what I needed. Okay, let's try docking at this station. See what this is. There we go.
Unidentified space vessel. Be warned. This slave world and its inhabitants belong to the Ur-Quan. I am Starbase Commander Talana of the slave planet Gaia. Your ship is not responding to standard hierarchy identification sequences. You are therefore classed as independent. And what? Is my monitor display correct? Is that a human commanding that vessel? Who are you?
We're the ethics police. Justify that costume immediately. I have to say that. I have to say that. I have to. I have to. I cannot not say that.
Huh? What are you talking about? This is the uniform of a Syreen commander.
Sure it
Aboard
is.
this starbase is maintained at a constant 22 degrees centigrade. What are we supposed to wear in here? Carpet? But you haven't answered my question fully. Why are you here? Where are you from? Has the slave shield been lifted from Earth? Are the Ur-Quan finally defeated? Simply put, Captain, what do you want from us?
Let's see. What is you? No. Okay. Right now it's oh. Let's not be a horn dog. Let's not... Let's keep it clean. PG. PG. This is not PG. We need your help.
I like you. Even though you're an obnoxious human, I like you.
I only said one obnoxious
We
thing.
might become good friends. Perhaps more. But that's a fantasy, and my job is dealing with reality. We're not going to do anything to jeopardize what we've got here. We've come too far, lost too much, to ever risk losing Gaia, our new home. Don't get all judgmental on me, Captain. You don't know what we've been through.
Okay. Isn't that outfit, knife included, a bit absurd? Yes, it is! But let's get straight to the point.
Yes, I think so. Aren't they part of the Mycon religion somehow?
Yep.
We have recordings of Mycon hyperwave transmissions from the war. Pretty weird stuff. The Mycons just kind of rambled, never making much sense. They talked a lot about deep children and spears of light, but we couldn't ever understand what they were talking about.
Let's see.
What? What did you say? Human, you had better not be joking. Syra is not a subject for Earth humor. Now what do you mean, shattered planet crusts? How? what happened to Syra, yes, but we presumed it was a natural cataclysm, a meteor. Do you have proof that it was something else? These deep children? Captain, if what you say is true, it would turn my world upside down. You have no sorrow to match what each of us Syreen feels every day of our lives when we remember what we have lost. Syra, our Eden, the very idea that the Mycons or any alien race may have been responsible for Syra's destruction fills me with burning rage. If it were true, none of us here would rest until we had avenged ourselves on the perpetrators. We would find some way to leave this starbase, locate our starships, and hunt down the evil monsters. Captain, if you ever gather proof of what you say, you must inform us immediately. But until then, do not mention the subject again. It is too painful.
Proof. Alright, well, in the meantime...
When the Ur-Quan conquered us over 20 years ago, I was only a young girl living in Habitat 31. My older sister Diani was a starship officer in the Space Patrol. She was part of the final defense at Rainic. She didn't make it back. When the Ur-Quan caught us in open space, we all thought we were going to die. But then, instead of killing us, the Ur-Quan offered us a choice. We could join the ranks of their combat patrols, or we could be slave shielded in our homeworld. Like the people of Earth, we chose peace. We became fallow slaves. When the Ur-Quan told us to return to our homeworld, we explained that we had none. Ur-Quan Master 9 explained that they had encountered this situation before, and if we would provide them with a list of our requirements, they would use their extensive astronomical data stores to find a planet for us. So we told them about Syra, about the color of its sky, about the abundant life forms, about the fertility of the soil and seas. Less than an hour later, we received a terse message from Master 9. We were to proceed to these coordinates and disembark. This was to be our new home. But our new world, Gaia, was everything we described. We'd been searching for a home planet for 75 years, and in the end, it was our enemies who gave one to us. I grew up on a small island off the main continent, and like all of my people, we lived each day under the sick, red glow of the slave shield. When the Ur-Quan arrived 7 years ago to refurbish and recruit the starbase, I was selected as the new commander.
Okay.
When we first met your people, we've been wandering through the stars for almost 75 years, ever since the death of Syra, our home planet. We joined your alliance, and I use the word joined loosely, because we had no other choice. The Fox were raiding our slow habitat columns, and we had nowhere else to go. We fought for survival, Captain, nothing more. When your people on Earth were defeated, the Alliance just plain fell apart. The Yehat and Shofixi retreated to their native stars and didn't want us to follow. The Ariu, those creepy little weasels, just plain bugged out, vanished, leaving us alone, with nowhere to go, smack in the path of the oncoming Ur-Quan armada. What were we supposed to do? Fight? 2/3 of our habitat fleet was unarmed. Many aren't even superluminal. We were going to be annihilated if we resisted, and we knew it. When the Ur-Quan surrounded us and started giving orders that all ended with, "or die," we took them at face value. We obeyed. In exchange, they gave us Gaia, the planet below. It's a beautiful world, Captain. I wish I could show it to you. So don't misunderstand me. We love our freedom as much as anybody else. But we've got a good life here, and we don't want to lose it. Our species are almost identical, almost too close a match to be just a coincidence. Our bodies are very similar, Captain. Except for certain parts. Our cultural development is also mostly parallel. Like you Earthlings, we evolved a society from primitive tribes whose main function were to protect themselves from the large reptiles native to our old world. The main difference between our two sets of cultures, the split in the paths of our development, occurred in what would have been your prehistory, say 5000 BCE. In your world, the agricultural communities were conquered by the more primitive, but also more aggressive migratory herding peoples. This led to a particular kind of sexual and political dominance structure which pervaded almost all of your Earth cultures until the early 21st century. On Syra, our only primitive migratory tribes were confined to our mountainous regions. Their herd beasts, the Weimar, did not do well in the agricultural basins and plains. The two cultures were isolated until much later, when the technological superiority of the farmers curtailed any major conflict. It was our paradise, Captain, our Eden. Earth is the only world we know of whose variety and richness of life even comes close to Syra. Again, like so many other things about our two species, our worlds were very much the same. At least before you began encasing yours in concrete and plastic. Syra's gravity was a bit lighter than Earth's, and its day was 50% longer. Our diurnal cycle is therefore different from yours. We spend 20 hours awake, followed by 10 hours horizontal. This subject is very difficult for us, Captain, but I will try to recount those sad days. Like your solar system, ours had a large population of comets and asteroids. Large meteor impacts, though rare, were not unheard of on our planet. So it was not a total shock when an asteroid penetrated our atmosphere and hit the surface. What was odd was that unlike most other meteors, this one was not pulverized on impact. It penetrated the crust, and indeed went all the way through to the mantle, causing a supervolcano. The earthquakes caused by the impact were severe. The magma pumped out of the caldera wreaked significant damage on the nearby terrain, but within a few weeks it had cooled, forming a solid rock bandage over the wound. Within a few months, we had cleaned up the mess. The caldera was calming down nicely, and things were pretty much back to normal. Then, just over a year after the impact, all hell broke loose on the surface of Syra. Huge calderas were opening all over, not just around the meteor impact, but everywhere. The scope of the disaster is impossible to imagine. Entire cities sliding into oceans of molten lava, kilometer-wide sections of land pulverized by a cataclysmic explosion, and clouds of poison gas and superheated steam created a death shroud around Syra. Like I said before, Captain, we would like to help, but we are unwilling to risk losing Gaia. Unless you can find a much more compelling reason for us to get involved, you're on your own. Until then, Earthling.
Alright. I'm gonna need something. Need some evidence. Don't know where. Where do I find that evidence? I'm not sure. Okay. Now I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out. I'm gonna see if I can figure out where I need to go for this. Give me just a minute. Okay. So I guess what we need is we need to go to one of the Mycon worlds. We might be able to find what we need there. Let me see. Okay, those are over here. Let's see. I don't want to get too deep into Mycon territory, so we'll go to this one. We'll see if we can find what we need here. I think we should be able to. Let's see. We may even encounter the Mycon. In fact, we probably will encounter the Mycon. Okay, maybe not. Oh, no. There's one of them. Okay. Okay, I think this is where we need to be. Okay. This looks very much like what I would expect. Okay. So while we're here, let's gather some stuff. Because there's lots of valuable stuff here, it seems. Okay, report from surface. Near an unusual volcanic something, we have found a fragment of some kind of biological encasement of shell, which is made of incredibly tough, heat-resistant mat of fungal fibers. We can find no sign of any life form which may have hatched from this eggshell, but we will bring it back to the flagship for further study. Okay. And while we're here, we may as well gather some resources, seeing as there seem to be a fair amount of resources. Fair amount of fair resources. And we seem to be doing fine. I like the lander upgrades. I like them quite a bit. They make my lander very resilient, very resilient to all the things that could potentially kill us. Alright, just fill it up, why don't you? Just fill it up. There we go. Alright. Before we do this, I want to save, because I want to see what the Mycon have to say. So I haven't encountered them before, and this is apparently their territory.
We are part of Jaffa. Jaffa is the heart of light in the darkness. All else is unfulfilled void.
The source of Jaffa is at 629.1 by 220.8.
Okay. Alright.
A single spore lands finds nourishment in decay, and soon attains maturity. In turn, it exhales a cloud of new life, 1,000 spores. Each lands, finds nourishment in decay. So progresses Jaffa-Wap.
All right.
Jaffa-Wap fills in my fibers, and I grow turgid. Violent action ensues.
Okay. I guess we're gonna have to fight these guys then. That's fine. Whoa. That's a weird noise. There we go. Alright. Were there others? There were others. Okay. Okay, let's get close to this guy. Okay. Minimal damage so far. Okay, need to get closer. Oh, fuck. Fuck you. Gotcha. Alright. Sustained a few losses. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. That didn't do much. Nope. God damn it. Alright. We're fine. We're fine. Alright, that's all of them. Good, good, good. Got a few resources from that. Alright. Let's leave. Wait. Did their sphere of influence just... Oh no, that's their sphere of influence now. I was looking at what it was before the war. Okay. I was thinking, did their sphere of influence just expand or something? No, no. Okay, they're coming in mass. Coming in mass. Okay. There we go. Let's get the fuck out. Okay. Now we need to go down here. And that should take us back to these Syreen thingies. Syreen? Sirens? Siren sounds about accurate. There we go. So let's get over to them. And I think we have all we need to convince them. We should, I think. I think we just need to show them this stuff that we just collected. Either that or I have to have the scientists analyze it first. I hope I don't have to do that first. Okay, just... there we go.
Hello again, pleasant human. It warms me to greet you again.
Yes, I'm sure.
Let me see this proof, Captain. Great gods! These fragments, they are identical to the debris we found near the punctures on Syra. We never guessed that the fragments might be organic. To have survived re-entry, nothing organic would remain. Unless it was genetically constructed for this purpose. And only the Mycons possess this capability. The Mycons will pay dearly for their crimes. We will not sit here and do nothing while the Mycon fiends are free to roam the galaxy, perpetrating their evil. You wanted our cooperation in fighting the Ur-Quan. You've got it. Provided you first help us seek our revenge against the Mycon race. Help us to destroy them.
Alright, so what do we do?
Step is to get some mobility.
Okay.
We have some fine starship officers aboard, and they're all eager to go after the Mycons. But without our penetrator starships, we're totally ineffectual. So our first step has to be recovering our Space Patrol combat fleet. We know that the Ur-Quan didn't destroy them. They never waste anything. But we believe they have sealed them in some kind of deep vault in the surface of an alien planet.
Great. Where are they?
No, that's your job. But maybe we have some clues to help you find them. The starship officers who flew the penetrators to the vault did so with total sensor blackout. The only thing they could use for navigation was the presence of the dreadnought fleet surrounding them. When they arrived at their destination and lowered their ships into the immense vault, they were transported to the dreadnoughts and only caught a split-second glimpse of the outside world. As far as they could tell, the sun was either red or orange. Based on the trip time calculations, the farthest they could have traveled is about 200 hyperspace distance units. Captain, we've assembled a small team of our most skilled officers. We will send them to your ship on board their own small shuttle. We feel that in the interest of efficiency, we keep our officers away from your crew at least until the mission is over. As soon as you arrive at the vault, our people will take over, figure out a way to open the vault, and bring our penetrators back here.
Alright.
Good luck, brave Earthling. When your mission is successful, maybe then we can get to know each other better.
Was never very attracted to blue women with green eyes. Alright. 200 hyperspace units away. Red or orange star. Just something like, I don't even know. I don't even know. Actually, you know what? I bet if I just center it here. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, a circle of about that radius? Are the hyperspace units, I guess those are the little coordinates up there. And and they said 200 away, so 374. So at 574, okay. So basically a circle around our current position with that radius. Okay. I'll figure it out. But I'll figure it out in the next episode because I think I'm out of time. I think. Well, in any case, we've accomplished a bit in this episode, so I'm going to end this one here anyway. So, thank you so much for watching, guys, and until next time.